Instant view. Fed, strongly dedicated, to deliver down inflation, expeditiously. Powell says New York, the Federal Reserve is strongly devoted to bringing down inflation. This is strolling at a 40-year excessive and policymakers are performing expeditiously to accomplish that, U.S. relevant financial institution chief Jerome Powell stated on Wednesday.
It is crucial that we deliver inflation down if we are to have a sustained duration of robust hard work
marketplace situations that benefit all, Powell stated in a prepared remarks for a hearing earlier than the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. In a question-and-answer consultation, Powell declined to rule out a 100 basis point rate hike, pronouncing he could now not take any precise size of rate hike off the table as the crucial bank works to comprise inflation. He also mentioned a gentle landing for the U.S. economic system can be difficult. Northwest 1N20016, Maine, story. Text market reaction. Stocks, U.S. shares published profits within the three essential indexes. Bonds, U.S. Treasury 10-year yield fell to the bottom due to the fact that June 10 remained in a selection. Forex, the dollar index fell 0.3% on the day. Comments. Kathy Lean, Managing Director at BK Asset Management, New York. One of the maximum important feedback that Powell made these days is that dollar appreciation is one of the channels via which the Fed hopes could tighten financial situations. It's certainly an endorsement of further dollar strengthening to assume that there may not be any kind of moves to ease the dollar's profits. Overall, you're seeing two matters. Powell is giving the green light for further greenback electricity towards the Japanese yen, but at the equal time the Fed's remedy is increasing bets for stronger moves by way of other crucial banks. Ellis Pfeiffer, Managing Director, Fixed Income Research, Raymond James, Memphis, Tennessee. In Chair Powell's feedback these days, he stated the American economy is very sturdy and properly placed to deal with tighter economic coverage, and brought that a recession is sincerely a opportunity. It isn't our meant final results in any respect. I agree that the financial system remains sturdy and that the Fed usually wants a smooth touchdown, and in no way intends a recession, but a recession is the typical financial final results. Chair Powell also delivered that the events of the past few months have made it extra difficult for us to gone a tender touchdown. The chair reminded us that the Fed's cutting-edge cognizance is to restrain demand. Chair Powell's confidence in crushing inflation and engineering a tender touchdown has all however evaporated. The remarks at the moment are focused on retaining inflation expectations anchored so customer behavior does not take a dramatic shift. The Fed can solely achieve this much. While I expect inflation to slide over time, if it does no longer, the purchaser will shift conduct regardless of what the Fed says. The recession refrain also hit oil difficult as a recession shows demand destruction. I am much less inclined to anticipate the power situation to be remedied so easily. Thomas Simons, money market economist, Jefferies, New York. I'd say that he is barely extra indistinct than he changed into on the FOMC meeting remaining week. Last week it became quite clear that they had been both going to head 50 or 75 foundation factors in July, and that was sort of the playbook for the following couple of months, is quite competitive fight in opposition to inflationary pressures. But here it's just like, well, we will have a look at the information, we will see what is suitable. I do suppose that once we get the June CPI that the facts can be regular with another 75 basis point hike. However, this is virtually now not the sort of unconditional do something it takes dedication to combating inflation that maybe might were anticipated here as a follow-up. It's the dovish aspect of very hawkish. It's a little bit less clear and a little bit less than absolutely devoted. It's clear that the Fed is aware of that inflation is a trouble. They recognize they need to get their arms around it, and price will increase are the only actual device that they've to try this. But there isn't always this we will do anything it takes ironclad dedication that you may expect would be the predecessor to possibly really competitive price hikes that might lead to a rapid decline in output. This is form of like, properly we'll observe the records, if demand falls off maybe that suggests going slower with price hikes.